Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. What is going on, guys? How are you guys doing? So in today's video, I want to talk about Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds, currently as we speak, is my #1 most anticipated game for the foreseeable future, right? If you've been on my channel for a long time, you guys know that I love me some Monster Hunter. I love me some Resident Evil, and I love me some Street Fighter. Those are my 3 babies, okay? If you're on my channel, expect to see stuff from most of those games, right? It's a lot of Street Fighter right now because there's not a lot of Monster Hunter news, and there's no Resident Evil news. But basically, the past 2 weeks, Monster Hunter Wilds has had a little bit of a blowout. There was a Monster Hunter trailer at the Sony State of Play and at the Summer Games Fest. And it showed, these trailers, they showed quite a bit, but the consensus is that they didn't show enough, right? Like, we got a lot of information and stuff, right? We've seen a lot of the low-level monsters, right? Balahara, Doshigama, Chatacabra, my boys. I love all 3 of them. Specifically, I forgot its name already. The Dune Worm. I love me the Dune Worm, right? Lisa Agalib. Dude, we love that over here, right? So I love all the monsters so far. We also got a little sneak peek of the, apparently it's not the flagship monster, but it's like the apex predator of the main first area, right? It's the railgun dragon, right? It absorbs electricity and then channels it down. It's like horns to fire like a railgun. That is the coolest shit, dude. I love that. Oh my god. What was I got sidetracked. Oh yeah, so basically, at Summer Games Fest, a bunch of people were invited behind the scenes to basically watch like a 30-minute gameplay segment, right? The developers, they went on a hunt, and basically, a bunch of people got a chance to watch this hunt go down. And they were under NDA, so they couldn't say anything about it until now, right? Literally last night, everyone was coming out with their impressions, and the things that people are saying about this game, there's some crazy shit happening, man. So, I wanted to talk about a few of these things, right? The first thing, there's a new wounding mechanic, right? You can wound monsters, and you can kind of see it in this trailer a little bit, right? The first trailer. But basically, when you wound a monster on that, the body part that's wounded, there's going to be like red scout flies surrounding that wounded area. So that's cool. Wounded areas, they can be broken for a burst of damage, right? So they're like weak spots. That's cool. There's focus mode, is a positioning tool that ensures your attacks hit more reliably. That's cool. Every weapon gets at least 1 unique attack for focus mode, which serves to deal massive damage to wounded spots specifically. So focus mode is like your big, the way people are making it sound, it's like a super, right? And it does it's a super that does incredible damage to wounded spots. Blah, blah, blah. NPC hunters are back. That's cool. Monster Hunter Rise had NPC hunters. I didn't really use them. I brought, what's her name? Fioriane? My Rise waifu? I can't remember her name. I brought her on a couple hunts, but that's cool for people that like that. There will be moves that involve both weapons the hunter can bring along. Dude, how does that work? I gotta read that again. There will be moves that involve both weapons the hunter can bring along. You can dual wield? Is that what they're saying? That can't be. That can't be right. Quests are completely seamless now. Timer seems to start when players hit the monster. So that's the big thing that a lot of people were talking about. Basically, this game is like semi-open world, right? You go out for an expedition, and you find the monster that you want to hunt on the map. And then when you find the monster and you start hunting them, that's when the timer starts, right? And then once you kill the monster, the timer disappears. It doesn't send you back to camp or anything like that. Because, like I said, it's like seamless open world. Blah, blah, blah. You can build temporary camps. Main camps still exist, but large monsters can destroy your temporary camps. So to me, this sounds like some Dragon's Dogma 2 stuff, right? You can set up a temporary camp that you could fast travel to, just like Monster Hunter, well, I mean, you could do it for both Monster Hunter Rise and World, I guess. But now, large monsters could just run over and just ruin your shit. So that sucks. But it's also kind of cool at the same time. Maps are 2 times larger than those in Monster Hunter World. Specifically, I think what the devs said is that each map or each area in Monster Hunter Wilds is like 2 Wildspire Wastes. They said 2 to 3 Wildspire Wastes. That's huge. That's gigantic, right? At first, I'm like, oh, that's not that big. But then I thought about it. That is incredibly big. Wildspire Waste has so much. Just, you could spend 10 minutes walking from one area to the next, you know? Blah, blah, blah. Many large monsters can appear at once. That's cool. We knew that because there's the herd mechanic. Bountiful Season brings with it environmental health recovery. So basically, in the trailers, we get to see this. In the main zone, you can see where like a giant sandstorm just like roves over the entire area, right? And I think they say it lasts for like 5 or so minutes. But after a while, basically, the sandstorm leaves, right? And it turns into this like oasis, right? And then another 5 minutes passes, and then like the thunderstorm comes in with the big railgun dragon, right? Who only spawns during the thunderstorms, by the way. Thunder Flying Wyvern will only spawn during storms. Oh, there it is right there. All I had to do was shut up for a second and read the thing. Mantles are back. At least the ghillie mantle. I don't use mantles, dude. Come on, dude. I'm a grown man. What do I look like using a mantle? Damage numbers are still there, of course. There are sneak attacks now, so that's good for all you stealthy dudes. Mounting is back. There's no mini game like Rise. Power Clash mechanic. I don't know what that means. We're probably gonna have to see it in gameplay. That's probably what happens at the end of that first trailer, where he stops the Doshigama. Doshiguma? It's one of those. Real-time behavior system with a 24-hour cycles that dictates monster behavior. Seasons are called the Plenty and the Follow. There will be in-game forecasts for imminent environmental changes. No current plans to add a new weapon. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Not that I care. Dude, I play dual blades. Bowgun types and hunting horns have been changed drastically. Hunting horn is going to be more like World than Rise. Oh, man. I actually like the hunting horn in Rise. Multiplayer story mode restricted. Seems to be there. But it's described as more convenient. Don't know what that means either. Really quick, I want to talk about the real-time behavior system. Because a couple people went into detail about this thing. Or it might have been the devs. I can't remember. But basically, someone said that the way this like real-time behavior system works is that some monsters like to hunt other monsters, right? Which, that makes sense, right? Of course. No duh, right? So, let's say a Doshigama or a Chotacabra, whatever, it wants to hunt one of the endemic life monsters, right? That monster, the Chotacabra, it will go and hunt those monsters. The herd will leave that location, and it will not go back. It will not go back to that location, right? But like, so if other monsters want to hunt that specific endemic life, they will start to roam around the map to find them and to hunt them further, right? Like in the open world, it will not reset unless you start a mission, right? And then after that mission's done, it'll go back to how it was, right? The monsters will still be gone. That is really interesting. Is it not? Dude, I love stuff like that, man. That's one of the reasons why Monster Hunter World is like my favorite Monster Hunter game, right? I know a lot of old heads, a lot of old Monster Hunter purists, you know, they like the weird, hard, obtuse nature of the old Monster Hunter games. Dude, me personally, I grew up with Animal Planet and Discovery Channel. Dude, I love the interactions and, you know, the endemic life and just seeing how the monsters do. You know? That's like my favorite part. So, seeing how Monster Hunter Wilds is leaning into that like 1,000%, dude, I cannot wait, dude. I cannot wait. This might be Capcom's best game ever. Like, I'm totally ready for this. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think about the new information that we just learned? Dude, we need to see this gameplay segment, dude. Capcom just needs to go for a hunt a Doshigama, whatever the fuck it's called. You know? Do a quick 15 to 20 minute hunt. throw it up on their YouTube channel, right? And let us feast on that, right? Let us eat, man, because I'm not a big fan of how they're doing their content rollout. They're doing like a slow drip feed. I like the 3 or 4 monsters that we've seen so far, right? I like the way the game looks. I like the way the main hunter looks. And I'm not just saying that because he kind of looks like me. But, like, so far, I like how everything looks, you know? I just wish that they would put out a little bit more because, you know, that's the main complaint, that we're not getting fed enough. But anyway, guys, that's the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!